This is the trading review for the 18th of July 2022. It's a Monday, and I took a lot of trades today because the market was initially very choppy. But you can see here that on AMD, it was a bit of a question mark kind of day. It was it was normal size pivot points, so it could be an outside day or an inside day. But we were opening very close to R4, so I decided to either take it out on a breakout or an R4 reversal if we fail to break out with volume. And I noticed here that first we had a very weak level two. We opened, we tried to break out, we formed a doji on the 1 minute, and then we sold off, and we were uh, we were very close to BWAP, and we were forming this compression area here on the 1 minute. So I decided to make my entry at the break of the 1 minute, um, because we were rejecting this level. We had a doji, so it was a very strong signal that we were gonna drop to R3 and below, and I managed to partial at 2R for half of my position because these moves are very strong. And then unfortunately I got stopped out, and then the stock reversed once again from R4, so you can see here, but very hard to time. But after this doji on the 5 minute, I could have made another entry, but I couldn't time it. It was a little bit in anticipation because the 1 minute candle closed above VWAP. So you could have a rejection, especially if it could be an outside day. You can actually run up, which is what it did actually after we reversed a little bit to R3. We actually broke out with volume from R4 on the 5 minute and the 1 minute. And this could have been a nice trade, but I was looking at other things. So that's my trade on AMD. It's an R4 reversal. I'm actually gonna work on it right now. I will say it's an A. It was a short, of course. It's an outside A. It was bullish bias on AMD. Is it bullish? Yeah, it's bullish. Yes. We open inside, but we only got 1 hour. How about level? I'm very proud of how I took that trade without hesitation. That's what I'm very proud of. But anyways, that's my AMD trade, and I was at 1 hour when I decided to take a stab at Apple. In retrospect, maybe I should have avoided. You can see the 5 minute has crazy wicks. We reacted from R4, which led me to believe that we might sell off below R3. And here I made an entry on a pullback because I didn't wanna make an entry after extension, because that's what happened with AMD. So I tried to anticipate the trade a little bit. So I don't think this trade was. No, hold on. This trade actually. No. I was looking at this other trade. No. So this trade, the first one was the break of the 5 minute, break of the 1 minute, which is pretty good. But then I got stopped out. The level two was okay. I don't think we had a nice level two, so I should have avoided this first trade. And I got -1 on this trade, which is unfortunate. And then I tried to take another attempt on Apple, but this time it was at the break of the 5 minute, but it was on the 1 minute pullback. I was using VWAP as my stop loss because I noticed that we dropped below this level, and I knew this was gonna be a pullback, and then we dropped very close to my 2R target, and then I placed my stop loss at break even, so we were at a break even pretty much. and so I'm not gonna count this trade because it's just gonna take space in my analysis, and it doesn't really have any effect on it. But yeah, I took a one loser on an R3 short on a very weird day. I would say it's a B quality short. Apple was an outside day actually, and Apple was no bias, but ended up being bull. Opening price inside actually. Inside it did not work. Did we make an entry after compression? I would say yes. It was just the level 2 and the price action wasn't good. Volume signal no. Yes. No. It's a B trade. It's an okay trade. You have to take those. And then this other Apple trade doesn't really count. And then Nvidia. So Nvidia actually was very strong, very bullish. Thanks to Nancy Pelosi actually. So the stock run out from R5 all the way to past the central pivot point. And I was looking at this, and AMD actually for a BPA reversal. AMD didn't give us that nice doji or hammer that we we're looking for, but Nvidia did. You can see here we have the 5-minute doji, which is beautiful, and then we have the 9 and 20 curling down. It crossed a little bit later, but we had the two of them curling down. So, and we held nicely. I was very tempted to take it to take off this trade because I was losing confidence. It took a little bit to drop below the 9 moving average, and I made a bit of a mistake here. I had my target at 167, but honestly, at this time of the day, after taking so many stabs, trades that didn't work out, I was a bit on edge, and this was also my last trade, so it had to take me over goal. So I made that subjective decision to get all out at 2R, especially after this rejection. This hammer right here put me on edge because it was on volume and it was at the rejection of the 9 moving average on the 5-minute. So I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. So I got all out here, but you can see here that actually the stock run down to 167 and below, which is kind of crazy. And we actually never had a pullback. So it's a big mistake on my part. But again, I was on edge. I already had taken 3 trades. So you have to take what you can get. So I could have done a lot better job, which is what I said I was gonna focus this week on, which is extending my profit taking, especially with such a good, beautiful entry that I have here. So I need to hold those trades, hold the profit taking, not allow my previous trades affect the current trade, which is what had happened today. So I need to work on that. But anyways, this is my last trade that I took. It's a BPA reversal, a beautiful BPA reversal. I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A+, but two point two, yeah, 2.2. So mentally, actually, a pretty good day. Ended up the day at 2.2, but I had a very good day, even though I had a loss. I lost my edge a little bit at the end, mentally, but very good day for such a difficult trading session today. Things moved